Christmas just passed, and you don't have to buy people gifts, especially if it's out of your budget. As unfortunate that is, Christmas to me, now that I'm a young adult, Christmas is a time to look at your finances. When it comes to family and friends and whatnot, you don't have to buy people gifts, but it shows you if you can, if you want to. Do not try keeping up with the Joneses, because if you do, you're going to be poor forever. Guaranteed. Don't ever live above your means. Living above your means is the worst way to go out. It just is. There's nothing that you can possibly do that's going to get you ahead financially if you keep going above your means and trying to match your income or have a lifestyle that that you can't sustain and maintain with your other expenses. However much money you make, your first vehicle should always be a lower model. Should be a little older, some good mileage on it, get you from point A to point B. That's it. If you can get it in cash, even better. Because that note, the insurance itself is going to be a lot, but that car note, that's the deal breaker. That's when it's just outrageous. $500 or more a month is crazy work. Nasty work, actually. And then on top of that, it's just everyone wants the newest thing. Newest technology, newest iPhone, newest car, newest clothes, newest shoes, everything. I mean, but that's how these businesses make their money. They know what they're doing. It's just y'all crazy enough to keep doing it. And even for this, like Christmas has just passed. Christmas just passed. And you don't have to buy people gifts, especially if it's out of your budget. As unfortunate that is, Christmas to me, now that I'm a young adult, Christmas is a time to look at your finances. When it comes to family and friends and whatnot, you don't have to buy people gifts, but it shows you if you can, if you want to. And if you're the type that want to buy, your friends, family gifts, then that just means you have to be smart with your money the entire year so you have that. Whether you save the money or you just, invest it in something that's not going to be a liability to you long term, and the money won't even be an issue. That's just being logic. That's just being smart. But that takes discipline. That takes a different level of discipline. That takes a lot of, control, self-control. A lot of people don't have self-control. It's a bad habit. Just keeping up with and the phrase that means is just keeping up with society or with other people, and you don't know their financial situation. All you can do is hope that, they're just doing well for themselves. But that doesn't mean you gotta compare. It's okay to analyze. I look at it like this. I'll analyze and get some ideas. Okay, maybe this is something they might do. I wonder what kind of work they do, to afford that. Like, that's what I be thinking. I don't just be thinking, okay, let me go buy this on credit. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Why would you want to buy a luxury vehicle on credit? No, that's crazy. It's recklessly stupid. All right, so as long as you don't be goofy and be reckless with it, man, you'll get to the financial freedom that you want. You'll when you take risks and you sacrifice, this ain't no new year, new me. This is new year, same goals, new year, going into 2025, new year, same goals, new year, continuing to be the best version of yourself, and just leveling up all the time, stacking it up. The malls being packed, everybody's trying to ransack everything like that. You leave that to them. You gotta stay down until you levels above. Even when you're making more money, man, you stay below your means, man. And people think living below your means like you're broke or like you're poor. No, you can still live good, just way below your means. I say live below your means as just your necessities. Just as long as you have all your basic necessities and you can cover it, you can maintain it. You ain't complaining about groceries or utilities. If you got those knocked out the way and you making a lot of money, if you just got those knocked out the way, whether you're living with your parents or or maybe even if you rent, right? As long as you're making way more, but you're keeping it at where staying where you're at, as in always leveling up financially, learning new skills, taking more risks, but staying in the same expenses. Like your expenses don't go skyrocketing, they stay the same to where you still have enough money left over to invest into yourself, invest into a new skill, or anything that can make you more money over time. You're already on the path, because it's not going to be quick. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's really taking the time to really learn something and always learning something new and never stop learning, never getting comfortable, never getting complacent. As long as you got that and you do that, long term, you're going to be good. As the years progress, when everyone else is still struggling, confused why they are, you're going to come up. They ain't going to see you coming. You're going to be balling, big balling shot calling. That's what you're going to be doing. You don't want to be in this rat race of being poor forever. Like, that will keep you poor. I know they don't teach this in school. I know they don't. Why would they, realistically speaking? And sometimes I think even if they did, right, what percent of people would actually use that and have the discipline and the consistency to actually be that smart? Like, I know everyone can blame the school system, but sometimes I think when it comes to certain things, I still feel like even if it was taught in school, a good bit of people, only a small percent of people would actually listen and follow through with it. I still do not think everyone would just do it. I don't, if I'm being honest. So at the end of the day, knowledge is everything. Knowledge is power. But now that you know, if you didn't know, now you know. Do what you gotta do. Handle your business. Do not try to keep up with people. If you see someone else balling, that's just the if they're actually balling and it's not rented, if it's not on credit, if they actually brought it and they're doing well for themselves financially, you just see the success, you just see one of their wins, you don't know the failures, the setbacks, right? Or if it was inherited, right? You just never know. So unless you know them personally, but never compare. Focus on you until the focus is on you. That's in this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. Comment, like, subscribe, comment down any other future videos you may want me to cover. If this resonated with you, if you're always trying to impress people in any way, shape, or form, save and rewatch it and stop that. If you know someone who does that on a consistent basis or who always compares too much, send this to them, because they need to hear and see this video, because they gonna be stuck on stupid for the longest of time if they don't see this, if someone don't tell them. Until next time, I'm gonna see you on the next one.